Set your scopes on Sniper Elite Resistance, the latest entry in Rebellion's long-standing military stealth/shooter series. Sure, the lack of innovation in this upcoming title might make it seem as though Resistance is mere DLC repackaged as a full-size game, and whilst events here take place adjacent to Sniper Elite 5 Resistance's campaign length, it will eclipse its predecessor. There's a handful of new things which we'll go over in this article too. So without further ado, here are 15 gameplay things you need to know before you pull the trigger on Sniper Elite Resistance. It's more of the same. We don't mean this disparagingly. If you enjoyed Sniper Elite 4 or 5 and thought, hey, I'd love some more of this, then Sniper Elite Resistance is right up your alley. After all, the Sniper Elite series is famed for its blend of unparalleled sniping mechanics, stealth, and tactical third-person gameplay. There's not an awful lot else there like it, and with the developer stating they'll believe that there are still valuable stories to tell in Western Europe's domain of World War II, then Sniper Elite Resistance is shaping up to be a worthy entry in the series. Maps. The game's setting is in 1944, with the sprawling streets of Nazi-patrolled Paris the most prominent environment shared thus far. The map here, indicative of the maps traversable throughout the game, is a sprawling labyrinthine network of cobble streets and dusky alleyways, perfect for a foray for sneaking and parkour. Cities are dense with Gestapo patrols, unpredictable motorcycle riders, and enemy snipers perched within their eagle's nests. A raft of fortified structures, from buildings to bridges, harbor multiple routes, approaches, and choke points to force numerous creative playstyles. Player agency. Sniper Elite as a series is typified by player agency, brilliant sandboxes fostering open-ended mission structure. As you'd expect, Sniper Elite Resistance is no different. Here there are multiple ways to complete your missions, from choosing numerous infiltration and extraction points to taking on optional objectives and side missions. Missions. Missions in Sniper Elite Resistance comprise a main objective. Take out a Nazi commander, for instance, plus numerous optional side objectives such as infiltrating an informant's dwelling, locating Allied hangouts, destroying German weapon caches, and so on. Collectibles dot throughout the cityscape too, including items which yield important intel. As this is a sandbox, you're free to undertake as many or as few of these side objectives as you like, in whichever order you please. Kill list targets. Alongside each mission's major objective, there'll be an optional target on your kill list. Kill lists have been a thing in Sniper Elite for a while now, and they're composed of rogues who have wronged the Allies in some shape or form, and we expect Sniper Elite Resistance will function the same. Each kill list target can be killed via traditional means, knifing, gunning down, and of course sniping, but in prior titles there have been kill list challenges, tasking you with knocking off your target in increasingly outlandish ways. Propaganda missions. If all of this sounds overly familiar thus far, we did say that Sniper Elite Resistance is more of the same. Then prepare to hear about something new here. Sniper Elite Resistance has a novel gameplay mode in the form of propaganda missions, which is brand new side content activated after locating propaganda posters dotted throughout each mission's level. Here you'll undertake objectives in the role of a French resistance fighter across the same location, but in a different time period. There'll be stealth and sniping challenges, with the idea being to replay these missions to chase high scores. New protagonist. Another first for the series, your player character for Sniper Elite Resistance is British soldier Harry Hawker, whom players of Sniper Elite 3s through 5 will recognize as Gruff series mainstay Carl Fairbairn's co-op partner. In Sniper Elite Resistance, the similarly gruff Hawker occupies a story which takes place alongside Fairbairn's from Sniper Elite 5. Both games are similar in length, and thus, according to developer Rebellion, ensures both games exist as companions of each other. Advanced sniping mechanics return. Sorry to beat this over the head, but Sniper Elite's advanced sniping mechanics will be returning in full force for this latest entry. It's a game centered on observation, of course, so alongside surveying the landscape and watching for enemy patrol patterns, you'll need to focus your crosshairs on elemental factors like wind speed and direction. For undetectable takedowns, your gunfire will need to be masked in environmental sounds, the whirring of a passing lorry engine or the crackle of a local loudspeaker, for instance. X-ray kill cams still a thing. Because of course they are, the star of Sniper Elite's show has always been the bullets. Every slug blasted out of the barrel of your rifle refocuses the camera, a slow-mo visage of visceral blood and mulch as your projectile penetrates your target, ripping flesh, eviscerating organs, and shattering bone in a glorious display of X-ray ultraviolence. This staple of the series has been expanded for Sniper Elite Resistance, whereby sniper rifles now share the gory event with every gun in the game. Handguns, carbines, and machine guns, for example, will now all trigger the same X-rayed viewpoint of your enemy's innards. Large arsenal of authentic weaponry. Sniper Elite Resistance will provide a smorgasbord of authentic World War II weaponry to wield in the hands of new protagonist Harry Hawker, and owing to his British allegiance, many of the guns in his arsenal will stray away from the established American-made weapons that Carl Fairburn carried into battle. For example, 2 versions of the British-made Lee Enfield bolt-action sniper rifle will be at Hawker's disposal, alongside British submachine gun the Sten Mk2. German MP40s and Carabiner 98Ks can be adopted too together, with infamous American-made sniper rifle the M1903 Springfield. There's a ton more, with the entire arsenal likely not yet revealed. Weapons are customizable. As you traipse through Sniper Elite Resistance's levels, you may encounter hidden workbenches. There are 3 in each level. Each workbench unlocks a range of upgraded attachments for your firepower, including scopes, stocks, muzzles, and suppressors. Each upgrade supports a style of play, with different weapon elements occupying 4 key stats of power, rate of fire, control, and mobility. For example, choosing attachments which maximize rate of fire will foster a more gung-ho approach to mission completion, whilst a powerful scope and suppressor to boost power and control will support the game's marquee stealth. Multiplayer modes. Developer Rebellion have confirmed that familiar multiplayer game modes will be returning for Sniper Elite Resistance, including Deathmatch, No Cross, and Survival, the latter of which taking place in 16-player arenas. Axis Invasion returns. A distinct multiplayer mode from Sniper Elite 5 will be returning in Sniper Elite Resistance. Axis Invasion infiltrates your mission with an invading player who can stall your progress via stealth, sniping, or more other extravagant means. Of course, the same is true for you. You're free to invade another player's game to stop them completing their objectives as well. Accessibility features. As is becoming increasingly commonplace in video games, Sniper Elite Resistance will feature a raft of accessibility features. In fact, Rebellion reckons the series' latest installment will feature the most in-depth accessibility options to date. Difficulty customization, tutorials, subtitles, and on-screen text aside, there will be color blindness modes, customizable audio levels with individual sliders for hit feedback, dialogue, and enemy awareness cues. Aim assist, control remapping, and accessible gamepad options round out the game's features. PC requirements, and it'll be PS5 Pro enhanced. Yep, saying it again, Sniper Elite Resistance will include a PS5 Pro version. However, what exactly those enhancements will be is unclear for now. For PC requirements, you'll need a minimum Intel CPU Core i5-9400F or equivalent processor, NVIDIA 2060 6GB or equivalent GPU, 16GB of RAM, DirectX version 12, and 90GB of storage space. Recommended requirements haven't been revealed yet, and just because we haven't said it yet, the game comes out on January 30th. So what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.